slippery rock, that solid piece of granite with a 10-foot ledge blasted across it. Then we'll curve to our right, sharply to our left, over the bridge and the wooden trestle at Glacier Gorge that opens up into Tunnel Mountain. The tunnel at Tunnel Mountain is 250 feet long, very dark inside, but it goes by quickly. But we've got 3 great photo opportunities in this area. First one's the obvious one out the left-hand side, across the valley down to the low line. And then the floor of the valley during the Klondike Gold Rush, the first part anyway, is where White Pass City existed. This is where George Brackett had a franchise to build a toll road to. And this is where most of the Stampeders spent their nights as they were going.
Are you scared?
Terrified.
Over the White Pass Trail is down here in the Gulch below us, and this section of the trail has a very sad history that goes with it. This is Dead Horse Gulch, and during the winter of 1897-98, more than 3,000 pack animals, mostly horses, lost their lives in this section of the trail. These horses were purchased down in Seattle on their way to the glue factory for $2 a head, brought up here, sold to the Stampeders for up to 100 times that amount. As I said, the Stampeders are pretty much white-collar people. They weren't teamsters or packers. They didn't know how to load or care for or feed these animals. But they did know that instead of putting 40 or 50 pounds on their back and going 40 or 50 times up the gulch to get their 1 ton of goods to the summit, they put 400 pounds on a horse's back. They only had to go 5 times up to the summit. That's what they attempted to do. 400 pounds on a horse's back is not a totally unreasonable amount if those horses are in excellent shape. That's a very good trail, but neither one of those things were true. These were old nags. This was a horrendous trail. Those poor horses slid off the trail in the mud. They cut their legs on the granite rock. They broke their legs as they fell into the gulch. They broke their backs when they hit the bottom of the gulch. But Jack London, the famed author of White Fang and Call of the Wild, who named this Dead Horse Gulch when he wrote, "The horses died like mosquitoes in the first frost, and from Skagway to Bennett they rotted in heaps. Men shot them, worked them to death, and when they were gone, went back to the beach and bought more. Their hearts turned to stone, those that did not break, and they became beasts, the men on the Dead Horse Trail."
Look at the snow up here. Wow. Going over. How about they're getting 60
provincial flag of British Columbia and the territorial flag of the Yukon. And then there is a log cabin, which is a replica of what the Northwest Mounted Police had up here during the winter of 1897-98. Superintendent of the Northwest Mounted Police, Sam Steele, had 16 men assigned up here, but 8 men were living in a cabin this size. 3 4-minute beds on each side wall, a table machine gun to patrol the border, and establish Canadian sovereignty.
It's funny. Oh, look at the blue. Oh, is that why? So now we have an engine in front of us.
Well, everybody's got to go take pictures. I got out of the way.
This is what's gonna
I
happen.
stayed there.
I think we're leaving. We are moving. I'm cozy warm in here. Bert has spent some time on the deck. I'm waiting for Marjorie. Marjorie Glacier. She's the highlight. He's smiling. He's smiling about something. I don't know what he's smiling about. He's pretty happy about seeing ice in the water. He's very thrilled about chunks of ice in the water.
What's he doing? Hiding inside. Chicken.
By the salt water. There's probably at least 50 feet of ice under the salt water. The larger glacier we're looking at is about a mile
Come on, we gotta go check out the glacier.
Yes, I know you're running around
It extends
like a
back
maniac.
up into those high fair weather mountains. about 21 miles, originating.
This is called the Grand Glacier. Coming up to Marjorie's the one I'm interested in. It's the one we sit in front of for a couple of hours. She's coming up. It says she moves, what do they say, 6 to 8 miles a day?
8 feet a day.
8 feet a day. As you can see, everyone wants to see Marjorie. Everyone's fighting for their spot. Here, it's a little less down here. Giant glacier. That's pretty nippy on the hands. I can feel it. So this is Marjorie, right?
Yeah, I'm there.
What? I thought she's in the water. No, I think that's her right here on the left. The dirt,
Oh, it goes into here?
I'm not sure. Where's the guy that talks to us through those speaker things? Oh, it's so beautiful. What they say, a humpback will eat 2,000 pounds a day here in this inlet of krill a day. Wow.
Fish.
It's crazy. When they were loading our luggage, that was 18,000. Oh, that was 1,800 pounds. Yeah, that was almost 2,000 pounds. So picture that filled with fish.
That one big cage.
That's what he's eating a day.
We've got something quite remarkable just ahead of the ship and off to the left. I know you probably all would like to see puffins.
Puffins!
There is a group of puffins on the water passing by the bow off to the left in just moments.
Yeah, but are they going to fly away? Oh, they're right there.
Where are they?
They're going to take off.
Oh, the blue guys?
Yeah, they're gone. That's too bad. They're cool. They just flew away.
This leads us into what we are observing throughout Glacier Bay, the remarkable story of the return of life. The rock face of Marjorie Glacier is a seabird rubber. We are making our way over that direction. And so we should have an opportunity to observe. There goes a couple of puffins off to the right, flying past the bow. We should have the opportunity to observe any seabirds.
It's over there. That's what it is. That's Marjorie.
No, this is Marjorie. That's the Grand Pacific.
Already observing. And then there are several species of balls. We have herring balls.
Do you want to move?
Nope. Watch the waves film that. The waves hit it, it can bring a bird.
Flying over the bow are several lockers. So this is a great opportunity for you
I go to say.
to really observe something wonderful that's going on here.
Look at the reflection.
Birds nesting by the thousands on this cliff face. And you may also notice when we reach the face of the glacier that something is going on with birds associated with that ice.
Oh, look at the ice we're coming to. Let's go to the front. Bouncing all around. Okay, it's on. spruce tree forest.
Slow it down.
Look at all the ice coming.
In just a few minutes, we will be in front of Grand Glacier. We'll be spending an hour or more here just observing this area. And certainly you want to spend some time watching the ice. Perhaps look for small pieces in the water. Focus in on that area. It's likely that larger pieces will come off. Also, while you are here, be sure to scan the landscape around us. I've already mentioned the seabirds on the split face to the left of Marjorie Glacier. If you look all the way over to the right side of this image, over there in the corner, there is a glacial outwash to the right side of the Grand Pacific Glacier. So you may be able to see a couple large terrestrial mammals while we are in the Pacific area. Some other things to be looking for would be harbor seals in the water or on the ice. It's likely that there will be a few in this area. You may only see them momentarily. They may pop their head up out of the water, take a look at the ship and go down. Also be looking for the meltwater stream coming out the center of the glacier. Fresh water filled with glacial silt rising up and spreading out over cleaner salt water. While we are at the glacier, I will be off of the PA system and we will be closing our information desk down in the crow's nest. Both Ranger Linda and myself will be wearing our park ranger hat, roving around on the desk, roving around on the deck, and answering your questions. I just noticed a very large bird directly ahead of the ship on the ice. I think it's an eagle. Take a look up there. And we have a bald eagle just ahead of the ship on a piece of ice, so you might want to check that out as well. So just a tremendous number of things to be looking for. Have an awesome time out there at the glaciers. Please try to get outside for a little while and experience this incredibly wild place.
Hiya, Mrs.
Hope to
Heck.
see you out there.
How are you? Good. I saw about the puffins when I was downstairs changing. not so cold now like it was this
Look at this
morning.
one. Balcony.
Are we on the left? Oh, that's cool.